Okay, let's see. Got tea, got lemon, and a little honey, and we brew. Midsummer Night's Dream. Serve. Check. Okay, good. A cup of warm midnight summer. Midnight summer stream. Yeah, kinda. Sorry. A cup of warm midsummer night's dream. For you, miss. That's what we call it here. How whimsical. It's wonderful. Sweet, but well balanced with the lemon. And the slight bitterness of the tea completes the taste. Thank you. You're so very welcome. By the way, you just missed Officer Georgie. You missed Officer Georgie by a few seconds. My brain is tiring out. I think we're gonna call it soon. Is that so? How is he? He's been thinking about what you said. Quite a bit, actually. Oh? He's currently dealing with plenty of clues he isn't used to. And that's why he's hard at work at the moment. Let me see. Do you mind doing me a favor? Well, I need. Could you give my contact information to him? We connected via Bluetooth last time, so... Oh. An email address and phone number are written on it, belonging to Rihanna Shreen. Shreen. A piece of blue card with an email address and phone number. So we're supposed to give that to Georgie. I don't remember that. What I said a few days ago may have been a bit overwhelming. It is possible I spoke more than what was necessary. Well, because I couldn't help but feel a pang of bitterness knowing what happened to the tree. It's entirely understandable, though. But it is not my intention to interfere with his work. As such, if he requires any assistance, please do let me know. It's the least I could do, as I realize there will be plenty of difficulty obtaining information. Oh, I mean, because Officer Georgie is human. Is a human. And we semi-physical beings have our own way of sharing information as such. I understand what you mean. Oh, okay. I just do not wish to incriminate anything or anyone. It's fine, I get it. I'm glad. I'd say you've helped him out in more ways than one. Sorry, did you say something? I was zoning out a little. No, nothing. I'll pass this off to him. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Bad traffic aside, how are you? To be honest, I've had a lot on my mind of late. Yeah. And I don't know how much to express it without sounding pathetic. You know, I'm all ears. That may actually be part of the problem, I'm afraid. Pardon? No. I've held conversations with more individuals over the past week than I have in the past few years. Is that a good thing? Is that good or a bad thing? It's troubling. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I don't mean it necessarily in a negative way. It's just I used to believe I had settled life objective. Had a settled life objective. But I've been doubting it lately. How come? I finally heard back from Miss Rachel yesterday. Oh, good news? No. Our fields are admittedly quite different, so I was not expecting much. However, she provided me with some contacts who might be of assistance, even though they had no direct connection to the audience I'm trying to reach. You see? She explained clearly why she thinks I should contact them, however, which I am thankful for. That's very thoughtful of her. So, what's the battle plan? Why are you doubting yourself? In that sense, the advice is to slowly increase my network, to make myself known. Oh? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? You can probably guess my concern about it. I think so. But you could give me a refresher, just so I don't misunderstand. I feel like that would be a shortcut, so to speak. Right. She did, however, remind me of an important and humbling fact. What would that be? Well, but it's not guaranteed you'll get anything out of it, don't you think? Unless you're really, really sure that so-called shortcut is 100% gonna work. Because you have to do way more than just making a few calls and waiting for callbacks, you know? I'd say that's a decent impression of her. Thank you. I forgot how I voiced Rachel. It's been a long time. After that, she told me a story about her early career experiences, both good and bad. Getting noticed is truly only the beginning. Then it's either a matter of letting your talent speak for you, or you go out there to develop connections with the right place, with the right people. Even then, there's still no guarantee of success. After listening to her explanation, I respect Miss Rachel's determination. I can certainly see how it worked out for her, but then I was left wondering whether Mr. Lucas meant something similar during our first meeting. Right. I thought it all sounded familiar. Will you try her suggestion then? I don't know. Is it difficult? No more difficult than sending reels to every audition I've come across, and being rejected by every single one. For some reason, I feel conflicted about it. Speaking of Mr. Lucas, he and I have also continued our correspondence, although perhaps it was more like a necessity. Did something happen? He was stuck? Pardon? Actually, he posted about it on social media last night. Oh. I might have seen it. Did you? I came across it when I was updating my schedule and responded out of concern. He called me almost immediately. He was loud. All sounds in order. And extremely drunk? Really? He denied it at first, but it was too obvious not to notice. He told me he was walking aimlessly deep in thought and entered Cary Park without realizing he had done so. Must have been some deep thinking he was doing, because I think it rained pretty hard last night. Hell, I wouldn't know. The bus to and from there is currently not operating after 10 p.m. Which is why I sent him a message informing him of that fact, as he seemed to be unaware of it. Right. So he called me to ask if there was any other mode of public transit nearby. Wouldn't it be easier for him to just call cab? He told me he wanted to know the city better. At midnight? Why not? After all, you operate your business after dark yourself. Touché. Perhaps he just didn't want to go home yet. And I might be mistaken here, but I thought he doesn't like drinking. Was it partying? Nevertheless, I think last night was quite different. Here's he had dinner with his team, and he needed the extra courage in order to negotiate with them about his proposed new direction. Oh. I see. I suppose it didn't go as expected. Perhaps. And I know that feeling all too well. Yes. However, he said he will keep negotiating until they reach a compromise. That's good. Is it though? Boy. So Rachel told me about the hoops she had jumped through at the beginning of her career with her teammates as well. Likewise, Mr. Lucas has to work hard to obtain approval from his team for his actions. It's just, how can they still be so positive? What do you mean? I just can't picture myself convincing others to give me a chance like that. I almost wanted to ask, why do we have to be at the mercy of others in order to succeed or fail? Can't talent speak for itself? But if I truly believed that, with the number of rejections I have received so far, I should have stopped long ago, shouldn't I? Right. That's why it doesn't work that way. What do you mean? To let talent speak for itself, we would all have to have the same standards. I see what you mean. Art would cease to be art if it were standardized, wouldn't it? However, doesn't that imply that everything still depends on the whims of the individual judging you at the moment? How does someone like Miss Rachel or Mr. Lucas manage to be fine with that? Perhaps it's because they don't see it as be all and end all. What do you mean? Rather than viewing them as judges with the authority to determine their fates, perhaps this simply see them as hills to either overcome or avoid, if that makes sense. Just as a matter of perspective as to where the power lies. But it's not easy to climb those hills, especially if you've never done it before. Therefore, it's good to try and find out what works for you, or ask for guidance or assistance even. Because one can't possibly know every single way to overcome obstacles, or be able to safely recognize warning signs while first learning about them from others. Is that what you're trying to say? I see. Still. Miss Rihanna? Yes. Sorry, I got a bit lost in my thoughts. You're fine. I promise. But speaking of Mr. Lucas, what happened to him after the call? I picked him up and drove him home. Oh. But I thought you were located in Bellevue. I am. But I still had unfinished business in the downtown area. Moreover, he suddenly began singing quite loudly nearing the end of our call, which led me to conclude that it would be best for me to go and fetch him. Let's see. I was singing, in your opinion. It wasn't too bad. If not for the fact that he was screaming most of the lyrics, that is. Well, his hoodie was soaked when I arrived, so he had to take it off before getting into my car. Thankfully, the water did not completely soak through his shirt, so he remained relatively dry. However, I still had to lay the seat covers, as his fur got rather wet. Oh, hope he didn't get sick then. Besides all that, was he okay? Considering the situation you mentioned earlier, I mean. Well, he happily asked me to do karaoke with him, which I declined. Probably for the best. Could have been entertaining, though. I ended up taking him for a drive, though, as I needed to take care of my unfinished business. Late night delivery? No, I was buying a pie. At midnight. Yes. Why? Concerned you have a competitor? Midnight Pie's my nemesis. No, not at all. Maybe a little bit. Dinkelberg and his midnight pies. Oh, Barry, you'll be fine. I sort of want to know, just so I can inform Officer Georgie about it. Oh, why? His daughter loves pies. When his car was vandalized, Officer Georgie had plans to buy pies for his family's get-together. But the report took a while and the weather was bad. And by the time he was able to get a taxi, he thought everything was already closed. I see. But he takes pride in being a Seattleite. So I wonder if he knows about it already. No, there's a very small kiosk attached to a pub. Raise a miss. The spot is known as Disco Pie. And it serves fresh pies until 1 a.m. I ain't gonna lie, if there was a place like that in my area, I would definitely go there. Midnight Pie. I'm craving pie now. Interesting. Oh, thanks. I actually do want pie. Comment down below what your favorite pie is if you watch the video. Getting back to the story though. You both went for pies then? Yes, and that seemed to fascinate him for some reason. What did you each get? He ordered a slice of warm apple crumble with a scoop of French vanilla ice cream on top. And a large cup of piping hot coffee with a little bit of milk. Ouch. I feel betrayed, truly. Huh? But it was my suggestion, since I thought he needed to warm up. Double ouch. Apologize. I'll live. A little piece of advice though. A glass of warm water might be better for the inebriation. Coffee's not the best at retaining fluids and thus preventing hangovers. Oh, that's really good information to know. I mean, when I get sloshed, I just drink normal water. I don't know about drinking warm water, but who knows, maybe I'll have to try that out. Well, not while it's freaking humid, though. Like it is right now for me. If it's hot and humid, I don't think drinking warm water while also being drunk is gonna help with maybe will, I don't know, because I also drank tea and stuff like that afterwards. Who knows, maybe. This is why you're the best barista, Barry. Thank you. Personally, for me, I just like having that nice, cool, refreshing feeling. Especially if it's cold water. If it's a hot summer night and I've been drinking. Okay, my feelings are hurt slightly less now. And what did you get for yourself? I had myself a... I had a slice of Hibiscus blueberry mint pie myself. Hibiscus blueberry mint pie. Is that even a thing? Yeah, the word. And just so you know, I did not order anything to drink. Good. Drinks aside, what an interesting combination for a pie. How did you like it? I enjoyed it. You serve hibiscus here too, don't you? I'll remember to order that next time. Please do. And so we continued our conversation afterwards. That was when he told me he had not given up on his goal despite the many disappointments with his team. He also told me why he does not drive at all. Really? Why? It is... On second thought, it might be better to hear the story directly from him another time. Apologize. No problem, I understand. We also discussed quite a few things we have in common. Really? Yes, surprisingly. And before we knew it, it was already nearing 5 a.m. It must have been a gripping conversation. I'm not sure. However, His exhaustion seemed to finally catch up with him then, so I drove him home. Weren't you tired as well? No. We should go now. Alright, will you be okay? I have a lot to think about. Thank you for being patient with my concerns, Barry. No problem at all. Anytime. Have a good evening then, Barry. Come back soon. Oh, that was a very long pause. Interesting. Oh, and then to the next night. It's a heart. Shadows will help you try to hide. Alright, I think I'll call it here for the session, and thank you all my fellow space jockeys for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later on Friday, September 29th, 2023, Coffee Top. Let's read the headlines before we head out. Alien sightings increase. Is this an invasion? Oh no. At least it's pretty. Researcher responds over alleged algae invasion. Porphyria Tech teams up with Polymix Industries to produce self-healing concrete technology. Oh. Interesting. Well, with that being said, see you later, my fellow space jockeys. Bye bye.